Steno Wale Babu welcomes you. Shorthand dictations in male and female voice from all sources like magazines, speeches, and editorials at various speeds up to 120 WPM for various departments like SSC, DSSB, CRPF, Delhi Police, etc. Please like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you. Exercise number 6. The progress of science in Europe, meanwhile, confirmed them in their view that scientific education could be imparted only through the medium of English. Consequently, partly for the sake of administrative convenience and partly to propagate their own language and culture, they stick to their own system of education, which they introduce in this country. There is no doubt that the education received by our earlier generations was based on this very system. Those people knew little of Indian literature or culture and hardly felt drawn towards it. Although a few Indian scholars who were inspired by English education did study Indian literature and wrote a good deal in praise of it. Thus, we find two schools of thought in this country. The followers of one school believe that our own language alone can be the medium of education, and until that is done, education is bound to remain confined to a small section of society and will never spread among the masses. The other school of thought thinks that in this scientific age our country cannot cut itself adrift from European thought and that at least higher education should continue to be imparted through the medium of English. If that is not done, they argue we shall fail to pull our weight and lag behind other nations in the race for material progress. These views, as a matter of fact, apply not only to the medium of instruction but actually to the whole system of education. Our people have responded more and more to the call education during the last 5 years, and this is evident from the phenomenal increase in the number of educational institutions. In 1911 to 1912, when Burma and Pakistan were also part of India, there were 186 universities and colleges in India as compared with 537 in 1946 to 1949. Though Burma and Pakistan had separated, leaving India smaller in area and population. It is clear from the figures that there is a widespread demand for educational facilities. This demand is no longer confined to 2 towns alone, but it is evident among people of the rural areas also. One result of this spread of education has been that many educated people find themselves unemployed. Government jobs and service in private undertakings offer limited openings for the educated. Only a small fraction of successful scholars can be absorbed in them. A large majority of the educated are averse to taking up their parental occupations. As a result of their education, they have lost the capacity to take up those occupations, and they are not equipped to follow any other either. Thank you.